what's going on? It is about 5:30 in the morning, and I am getting some gasoline in the old truck. And what do we got here? Got John boat loaded in the back of the truck. Morning, making a drive, and we're gonna do some snakehead fishing. And by we, I mean me and I don't think you can even see her. Turn on the light. Me and her. You still can't really see her, but Alyssa's in there, and she's a trooper, man. I'm not even kidding. She woke up at 5 a.m. earlier than that probably. Got to my house and helped me load this John boat into the back of my truck. Boys, get you a girl that can load John boats in your truck. But we're getting gas this morning. I hate getting gas early in the morning. It's just like always sketchy, and there's always weird people. It's probably not good to have a camera out in the dark at a gas station at 5 a.m. But that's okay. We're gonna make a drive, and we're gonna go after some snakeheads today. Alyssa has never caught one, and so that's gonna be the goal, to put her on our first snakehead. Got some lures we're gonna throw and all that kind of good stuff. Snakeheads are a ton of fun if you never fished for them. You can frog fish for them all day long, and they'll crush them. But we gotta make a drive, finish getting gas in the truck, and we're gonna keep going. Your chariot awaits, princess.
How sweet.
Alyssa's throwing a frog up front, and so we're just letting her work a little buzz frog, and we're just covering tight areas. You know, we have spinnerbaits and frogs tied on. That's kind of my two favorite things to throw for snakeheads. They work very well, and we're covering a lot of the same areas you would fish for bass. Just tight structure and tight cover, and Alyssa's just gonna be burning that frog. You know, for the most part right now, we're gonna see if we can get her on a fish, and so I'm gonna be kind of guiding and paddling her around and seeing if we can hook up with snakehead to get the morning started. We do seem to have a little leak in the back of this boat, so that might be something we have to deal with in a little bit, but it doesn't seem too life-threatening at the moment. On? Alyssa's on. Oh, he just pulled off. That was a snakehead, 100% though. Oh, that was sick. I don't know if you noticed. So when she landed up in there, a fish shook that branch on that little cypress tree to the right, and she just got hammered. And then you saw the cavitation bubbles come up behind it, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so that's the the snakehead releasing air. That's the airhead releasing snakes.
Out here catching snakeheads on air.
All right, well, let's have her first bite. And she's giving me a hard time. Interesting story enough, Alyssa has actually it's in a video. Alyssa's hooked a monster snakehead before, but she's never caught one. She hooked about a 9-pounder that she sight casted on a bank one time, and it was a giant, and it broke her off actually. Oh gosh, you see that right there? On. You want to take it? I think it's a bass. Yeah, it's a bass. You want the bass? Nice bass though. You want to land him for me? Ooh. Like a 2.5-pounder probably. Morning right there, a little largemouth I just caught on a spinnerbait. Nothing crazy, not quite what we're looking for, but Alyssa's got hair in her face because of the wind, but that's okay. It's a nice bass though, start the morning, just get the skunk out of the boat, get that first fish rolling, but we'll release him and hopefully hook that snakehead. Alyssa had a nice one hit, but no connection, but let's get him in the water. Finally took off. We're having some serious water in this boat right now, but I think we'll be good, right? Yeah.
How much is in it?
A decent amount. We're not gonna sink because it's just water in here. Well, we got some serious wind here. I think we're gonna switch ponds and go to a littler one where the wind won't be so bad, so we're gonna buckle down, start paddling. Spot number 2, Alyssa's hopping in. We just dropped the boat in. First spot, 1 bass, missed 1 snakehead, he popped off, but I'm hopeful. It's just a very windy day, so we're just trying to get out of the wind here, and we're in a little pond that should be pretty decent. All right, I'll show you what I'm throwing here. I'm throwing a Shiner swim bait, glide bait. This is what I was throwing the other day and catching a lot of peacock bass on, so we'll see if it works on snakeheads here. I'm sure it will. Maybe we'll catch some largemouth with it as well. It's a very good looking bait. Alyssa's still just throwing a spinner bait, and hopefully We're gonna hook a snakehead here, maybe a big bass. Come on. Largemouth. Decent one. It's like the same size as the last one. Alright, second fish in the morning right there, just a little largemouth. He has a super fat stomach right there. He's been eating well, but that was first, probably only 4 or 5 casts in on that swim bait I just tied on, but we'll let him go. And hopefully stick a few more fish. Well, it is now pouring down rain on us. I think Alyssa hates me. Alyssa, are you having fun right now? No. It is pouring down rain. We are in an aluminum john boat that already has a hole in it as it is. We're not catching very many fish. This is fun. At least I'm having fun. Alyssa, are you having fun? She said, no, it's cold. Oh, I love it. Oh, Alyssa, get your frog out. We're about to get on a mean frog bite. Rain, you know what I'm talking about, guys? Hey, I'm going to give you guys a big tip of advice. Don't make your girlfriend do stuff like this. I know earlier in the video I was talking about you need a girlfriend who can load a john boat and gets up at 5 a.m. to come out and fishing with you, but I think she might hate me now. So, that would be my advice to you guys. Don't do this. I take it back. I take everything I said back. Okay, it stopped raining. I'm not taking any of it back. Dude, that is literally like the perfect example of Florida where I started my camera as it started raining. And that whole time, oh, I see a big fish sitting out here. It might be a gar, it might be a snakehead. It's looking like a gar. But yeah, that's pretty much Florida for you, where I literally just talked for 30 seconds and it stopped raining in the middle of me talking. Ooh, come on. The gar. No, it's a big snakehead. No, it's a big gar. No, I haven't decided yet, but it's got it. Oh, he let it go. Okay, it's a gar. On? Oh, you come off? That was a snakehead for sure, though. Let's just have our second snakehead hit. On for a second. Stick him. Stick him. There you go, Alyssa. There you go. You got one. Alyssa's on, boys. Did this pull off right there? What? Oh my gosh. What the heck? That snakehead completely broke the spinnerbait.
Is that from Walmart?
That is a $1 Walmart spinnerbait.
Why?
That is literally why. I am sorry, Alyssa. And you stuck them too that time. I feel like there's gotta be one sitting around those dead branches sticking out right there. 12 o'clock almost. Yeah, those ones. On? Bass?
Yeah.
No, that's a snakehead. That's a snakehead. Just stay tight on him. Good job, Liz. She's hooked up. Here he comes. Just keep his head down and bring him right to the net. Woohoo! Was that worth it now?
Yeah.
Come on now. That took a while, but we got him.
I know.
Gosh, he's beautiful, isn't he? Alright, Alyssa with her first snakehead ever right there. Just a little bullseye snakehead. We're going to get him back in the water real quick, but they fight so hard because the wind is just beating us around right now. We're getting blown up in the bushes. But good job. It took a while to get him, but we got him. And there he is, man. Very beautiful. If you wonder why I call him a bullseye snakehead, that's it right there. Alright, let's release him. Holy wind. There he goes. Good job. Alright, I know it's a little windy, but I want to talk to you guys about something for a second. Snakeheads, you know, most people are going to say you need to kill them, and they are technically an invasive species. And so the rule is, from what my understanding is, what I've read on the FWC website, you aren't legally required to kill them as long as you're only releasing them back into the body of water which they came from. So it really is up to the angler, whoever catches the fish, whether or not they want to kill a snakehead. And you know, a lot of people have different opinions. Snakehead fishermen freaking love these things, and there's a good reason why. They fight very hard, and they're not too hard to catch, but they fight very well. And so the question is, you know, are these fish really impacting what's going on in Florida? And, you know, it's hard to say because different areas seem to vary, where I've been in certain areas where I've caught snakeheads and have not caught a single bass. But, you know, where we're fishing right now, I've actually caught my second biggest bass I've ever caught in the same area where I snakehead fish, a 6-pounder, and that was long ago. But something to think about. Let me know what you guys think. But proud of Lissa, caught her first snakehead. We're gonna keep throwing, maybe see if we can link up with 1 or 2 more. I wanna show you how badly that thing mangled this spinner bait and like completely straightened out. I guess it's not straightened out, but it's bent in the other direction, bowed upwards. They just, when they bite, they start to gator roll is what they do. And they spin their heads in circles and they bend the blade around and they bend the arms. But that was cool. Maybe we'll see if we can catch a few more to close out the day. Alright, I made it back to the house. You know, Liz and I, we made a drive back, stopped for some Mexican food. That is one thing. I am a fiend for some good Mexican food. But back at the house, you know, I was kind of on the fence about posting this video just because it wasn't that exciting of a day of fishing. But, you know, I thought it'd be a good time to talk about snakeheads and hear from you guys what you think about snakeheads. You know, I posted a video a while ago, probably when I only had a couple hundred subscribers. I posted a few snakehead videos, and a lot of the people in the comments were like, oh man, you need to be killing these things. And, you know, people were arguing back and forth between, well, no, you need to let them live because they're really fun to catch. And then other people were saying, no, you need to kill them. They're going to destroy the environment and hurt bass fisheries. And so I want to know what your guys' opinions are on that because, you know, personally for me, I'm a big environmentalist. But you guys know I practice catch and release. But in this situation, releasing a fish might do more harm than if you were to keep it. And so I want to know what you guys think about what the effects could be and whether or not you think there's a right time or a wrong time to release a snakehead. You know, I know a lot of people, they say that the snakeheads hurt the largemouth and the native fish, but a weird thing, you know, I've caught one of my biggest bass I've ever caught out of those ponds we're fishing in today. I've caught a 6-pounder. You know, definitely, I bet largemouth feed on the fries and feed on juvenile snakehead all the time, and vice versa, obviously, where I'm sure the big snakeheads are eating little largemouths and all the little sunfish and brims and stuff like that. But I don't know, you know, if it was an area where it led to somewhere else and it was like a canal that connected to, I don't know, a different lake or a bigger body of water, maybe those snakeheads should be exterminated and killed. But that's really for the angler up this side. And on the FWC, at least the last time I checked, I could be wrong now, but the last time I checked, it said that's up to the angler. You don't have to kill it, but you are not legally allowed to transport one alive. So if you put it back in the body of water you caught, that's okay. But they highly recommend that you kill them to help the problem of these invasive species. But releasing them isn't technically against the law, as long as it's in the body of water that that fish just came from. But it's a lot of interesting things to think about and talk about. I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what you think the effects of snakeheads could be, and whether you think, you know, you should kill all of them, whether you should release all of them, whether you should kill some, release some, whether, like I was saying, there's circumstances where if it's in a bigger body of water where they could have detrimental effects, or if it's in a smaller body of water like I was fishing today, just in a little, I don't know, 300-yard long pond, if that really has any effect at all. I want to hear from you guys. Let me know in the comments, but don't argue, don't be jerks to each other. Just, I want to have a real conversation. I think it's something that could be talked about, and you don't really ever see the conversations that much without people yelling at each other, because it's something we're passionate about fishing, and so you want to have a passionate conversation, but keep it smart. But that is it for today. I'm done. I appreciate you guys. I really do look forward, genuinely, to seeing what you guys have to say and your thoughts on it, and I want to talk to you guys about it, so let me know below. But that is it. I appreciate you guys. Until next time.